Guys, today we're talking about the 10 money lies designed to keep us poor. So let's dive right in. All right, guys, money is a tricky subject, right? Most people feel like they're constantly chasing it, working hard just to stay afloat. But what if the real reason people struggle isn't about how much they earn, but what they actually believe about money? You see, over time, society has fed us certain ideas, money lies I call them, that shape the way we think, act, and make financial decisions. The truth is, some of these money lies are actually designed to keep us poor. So let's see how we can break free by breaking down these money lies so we can avoid them. All right, let's start with money lie number one. The saying, money is the root of all evil. This saying is one of the most misquoted phrases in history. In fact, the original phrase states, the love of money is the root of all evil. And the truth is that money is neutral, guys. It's not Republican, it's not Democrat, it's not black, it's not white, it's literally just a tool. So saying money is evil is like saying a knife is evil because someone used a knife the wrong way. A knife can prepare food, a knife can save lives in surgery. Like, money works the exact same way, it just depends on who controls it. Now let's think about this. Money in the right hands builds schools, builds hospitals, builds communities. There's so much positives to money. Now the real danger isn't money, the real danger is the greed, the obsession with money at the expense of integrity. Having money gives you options, it gives you security, it gives you the ability to help others, guys. If money was so evil, tell me, why do charities need it then? Why do parents work hard to earn it for their children? Money's not evil, guys, but keeping people poor on purpose, now that's real evil. Money lie number two. A degree guarantees financial success. For generations, we've been told the only way to get ahead financially is through a college degree. The traditional path? Work hard, get a degree, and financial success will follow. Well, that's not so much anymore, guys, because take a look around. How many people with degrees are drowning in student loan debt, struggling to find a decent job? The job market has changed, and so have the rules. Look at Gen Zs, for example. I love Gen Zs. You know, I go to a gym and I see so many Gen Zs in there. They have these tripods and they walk around with them all the time. Me and one of my buddies, he's a millennial like me. We see them all the time. We're like, look at these kids walking around with their tripod. Look like they're walking around with a spear in the gym. You know, back in the days, you're fighting with a spear and, you know, it's funny, but at the same time, I have so much respect for them. And I'll tell you why. They're stepping out of their comfort zone. They're trying something new. They're not going to college because they kind of see what the situation is like now. They're a lot smarter than us millennials. The Gen Zs, they're going ahead. They're starting their own brand. They're creating content. They're on YouTube. They're making hundreds of thousands of dollars on TikTok. How are you going to tell that kid he needs to go to school to become a doctor or a surgeon or an engineer or all these things when you see engineers and doctors and surgeons are struggling with so much student loan debt? Gen Zs, these guys are brilliant, and I have a lot of respect for them. In fact, they motivate me. Money lie number three. Money can't buy happiness. As a kid that was not wealthy growing up, I was okay, but we had struggles. This saying, this money lie pisses me off so much. Money can't buy happiness. I've never seen a person receive money and not be happy because of it. You see, this lie is meant to keep us satisfied with financial mediocrity. Money alone doesn't bring you happiness, but it buys you freedom, security, and opportunities. 72% of people say money is the number one stressor in their lives. Eliminating money worries means better mental health, stronger relationships, and more control over your time. How is that not going to make you happy? Have you ever lost sleep because of unpaid bills? If money can eliminate those pains, doesn't that make you happy? Doesn't that bring you happiness? Let's erase that money lie from our brain. That doesn't exist. Moving on to money lie number four. Debt is normal. Everyone has it. This is one of the most dangerous lies promoted by banks, credit card companies, and lenders to keep you enslaved to interest payment. Debt is a financial prison. It's modern day slavery because you can't get free from it. The average American household carries over $5,000 in credit card debt. For that $5,000, they pay around $900 to $1,000 in interest payment every single year. The wealthy don't use debt to fund their lifestyle. They use it to build wealth. Every dollar you send to a credit card company is a dollar you could have invested in your future. Money lie number five. Your lifestyle should match your income. This is one of the biggest traps people fall into. lifestyle inflation, spending more as their income increases. When I used to work down by Wall Street, where I used to sell MCA loans, right? Merchant cash advance. We used to help out small business owners to cover their payroll. When they submit their application, you have to look on their bank statement to see what they're spending their money on. When you see the things these people are spending their money on, it surprises me. It was so impressive that they were able to get to a point where they were generating maybe $100,000 in revenue, $200,000 in revenue per month, but at the same time, they're having a one dinner per month for $5,000. And that is the secret, guys. As the wealthy begins to earn more, they keep their lifestyle the same. So keep this in mind, guys. Financial freedom comes from living below your means and investing in the difference. Let's move on to money line number 6. Debt is a powerful tool to build wealth. You know me and debt. This one is a tricky one because debt can be useful, but in certain cases like buying a house, starting a business. But for most people, debt is a trap because the type of debt they have, student loans, credit cards, a finance car, all of those type of loans is literally a trap. It's a financial prison. But the truth is, the less debt we have, the more freedom we gain. Instead of using debt as a crutch, we're going to use it to build asset that generates income for us. Now imagine the peace of mind you feel from having no monthly debt, no credit card, no student loans, no car insurance, just your money working for you. Your little minions, they're just going out. Your minions going, they're just working for you. That's the best feeling in the world. And let's move on to money line number 7. Rich people are evil and mean. And guys, this one drives me nuts because I aspire to be rich and I'm not evil and mean. But you see what society does? It paints rich people as being greedy and selfish. And this narrative keeps us comfortable in our financial struggle, believing that wealth is morally wrong, and it's not. We should aspire to be wealthy. We should aspire to have freedom. And interestingly enough, 88% of millionaires are self-made. They didn't inherit their wealth. Most of them actually built it. So instead of resenting rich, we should study their habits. What are they doing? Imagine a world where people would learn from successful people instead of demonizing them. We demonize them because we want to have an excuse for our shortcomings. We have to break loose of that. Now let's move on to money line number 8. The stock market is risky. When in reality, the average return of the stock market is over the last 90 years is about 10% per year. So keep in mind that if you have your money tied up into a bank, you're not growing wealth. If you have it tied up in a savings account, you're not growing wealth. The key is to learn how to invest wisely. Start small, diversify, think long term, and these things are actually going to bring us wealth. Would you rather miss out on a potential growth opportunity or take smart, measured risk that would set you up for financial freedom in the future? Think about that. Now let's move on to money line number 9. Passive income is a myth. Guys, passive income is not a myth. The thing with passive income is that it's not so passive in the beginning. You start out doing a lot of work. When you're doing a lot of work, you get the systems up and running, whether this is a business, rental property, whatever it is, you get it up and running. And later on, then the passivity of it kicks in. So passive income is not a myth, guys. You have a lot of people out there not lifting a finger a month time, and they're making $20,000 a month from the effort they invested early on. Now let's move on to money line number 10. You should avoid talking about money. And guys, we've seen it so many times with our parents. They didn't talk about money when we were kids. And this is a silent killer of financial literacy, guys. 75% of Americans don't talk openly about their finances, which basically leads to bad decisions and bad habits. If you don't know what's right, you're just gonna do what feels good. So if you know what's right, you're gonna do what's right. If that's indoctrinated in us from an early age on, then we start growing up with these right financial principles. So I would encourage everyone, you have to start talking about money. Talk about it. You may not have much right now, but the more you talk about it, the more you familiarize yourself about it, the more you listen to money podcasts and everything money, the more you're gonna, the faster I should say, you're gonna get better with money. So guys, those are the 10 money lies that they usually tell us to keep us trapped, to keep us in shackles. But guys, we're gonna break free. We're gonna make great money decisions, and like, share, and subscribe. Guys, thank you so much, guys. Again, guys, if you find any value in this video, just like, share, or subscribe, all right? Bye-bye.